Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghu here. In this class, we will discuss about, we do some practice examples on finding the quartile points given frequency distribution. In our previous class, we clearly discussed about how to find the quartile points and what's the uses of quartile points. There is no new concept here. We just do some practice examples. Please watch our previous class and come back here. The link for the playlist is provided in the description below. Coming to today's class, let's try to understand quartiles given frequency distribution. There are two types of distributions. One is continuous values and discrete values. So we have done multiple examples when we discussed about median, mean and all those things. Hoping that you already know. That's why we are going to go fast in the explanation because there is nothing new concept here. So if it is a discrete values, how to find the quartile points we will understand with an example. If it is continuous intervals, if you want to identify the quartile points, Q1 is equal to, this is the equation which we use. Q2 means median quartile. If you want to identify median quartile, this is the equation which we use. So what's the difference in these equations? We already discussed about this equation when we discussed about median given continuous intervals. So this is the equation, n by 2 minus c. So we are not going to explain why we are using this equation. We clearly explained why we followed this equation when we discussed about median given frequency distribution class. The same equation we use for Q1 point, but the point here is n by 4. In Q3 point we are going to take, it's not n by 2, 3n by 4. We made it as a mistake. 3n by 4 should be there here. Here n by 4, n by 2, 3n by 4 minus c. Okay, so these are the equations to identify Q1, Q2 and Q3 quartile points. This is lower quartile, median quartile and upper quartile. Let's take the examples now. 8 coins are tossed together at random. The number of heads was noted. The experiment was repeated 256 times and the frequency for showing head as tabulated below. So what they are saying is they have taken 8 coins and they tossed those coins 256 times. Each time they are going to note the number of heads. 0 heads 1 time, 1 head 9 times, 2 heads 26 times, 3 heads 59 times. This is how they tabulated the data. So total they have made it for 256 times. So in our last classes when we discussed about how to identify the median point given this frequency distribution, we have to find the cumulative frequency, means 1 plus 9, 10, 10 plus 26, 36, 36 plus 59, 95. This is how we find the cumulative frequency of these frequencies. Total n value is 256. Quartile point means n by 4, n by 2, 3n by 4. So simply identify n by 4 is equal to 64th point, where it comes to 36 to 95. In between 64 is there. So Q1 quartile point belongs to this class. Q1 class means what's the quartile value? 3 is our value. Because these are discrete values, we will take 3 as our quartile point. So next one, Q2 is equal to n by 2, that is equal to 128. 128 comes to this class. 95 to 160 we are having 128, so it comes to this class. What's our quartile value? 4 is our quartile value, Q2 quartile value. Similarly 3n by 4 is equal to 192, it comes to here. So quartile point, it is a class 5, means 5 times it is recorded. So quartile points, Q1 is 3, Q2 is 4, Q3 is 5. This is how we will identify quartile points given a frequency distribution with the discrete values. Now let's take an example of continuous values. Find the quartile points given continuous values. So marks are given 0 to 10. Number of students scored is 6 members, 10 to 25 members, 20 to 38 members. This is how our distribution is in our continuous frequency, continuous values also. We have to identify the cumulative frequency 6 plus 5 11, 11 plus 8 19, like that we are taking the cumulative frequency. Total n is equal to 50. So total n by 4. First we have to identify the quartile classes. Q1, Q2, Q3 classes. Then we have to apply this formula. So what's this formula? We will refresh the concept once in a quick way. N by 4 is equal to 50 by 4, that is 12.5. 13 comes to this class. So this class belongs to quartile 1 class. So Q1 belongs to 20 to 30. We are not supposed to give 20 as our quartile value, 30 as our quartile value. We have to identify a value between that. For that reason, we are going to apply this equation. So why we need to identify a value middle in between this? We have already discussed this concept when we discussed about median as frequency distribution, median for frequency distribution. Same logic applies here. Q1. Similarly, n by 2 means 50 by 2, that is equal to 25. The Q2 class comes to 30 to 40. Similarly, 3n by 4 is equal to 37.5 means 38. So Q3 class comes to here. We have to, these values should be applied in this formula. What's this formula? Let's try to understand. So 19. So Q1 class comes to here. In this, what's the lower bound? 20. 20 plus L means lower bound plus what's this class? What's the continuous? How many values are there? 10 values are there. H means 10 divided by what's the frequency of this? 8. 8 multiplied by n by 4 minus C means previous class frequency. This is Q1. Previous class frequency is 11. So this is how we will find Q1 is 21.8. Our quartile point Q1 is 21.8. That is how we will assign the quartile values. Similarly, you have to apply for remaining equations. The equations has been given here. So n by 2 minus C, 3n by 4 minus C. This is the change. Hope you understand the concept of how to identify the quartile points given continuous and discrete values. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.